Amanda with my life, my way. How you guys doing? We had our transfer today, which is awesome. My hair is a little bit nuts. Because I didn't really care this morning. I kind of got up and a little slow. Took the bus over to the clinic. The procedure itself went really well. After we had to run home and grab passports because we forgot. And that was kind of dumb. Oops. So yes, we got into the, hi Megan, got into the clinic. My husband was sitting out in the waiting room. They don't let you, they can let your husband be in like the recovery room with you, but they don't let him, or her, I guess if you have a female spouse, into the room when they're actually doing the embryo transfer itself. Hey Victoria. So they just kind of opening up with the speculum. They actually showed us the, or they showed me, I guess, because I was the only person in there. They have like a TV screen in there, and they kind of pop it up and make sure that your last name is the right one for to be the right baby's back. And then you can see your two little embryos there on the screen, and then you can actually watch them. Hi Nikki. Get kind of like sucked up in the little tube, and it was relatively painless. Like you felt the speculum going, and that's not a big surprise. But to be honest with you, putting it back in felt less painful than like an IUI did. That you kind of knew he was in past your cervix. Hi Jennifer. I miss you and the little ones. Hi Kayla. So it was, yeah, it was ridiculously painless. I was expecting it to be, you know, at least more noticeably kind of crampy pains, but it wasn't. It was just enough that you like knew they were in your cervix. Hi Holly. I think it's Jan little A. I'm not exactly sure what your first name is, but yeah, so they did put both embryos back in, and I'll show you a picture of that in a minute when I go into the other room. They even gave us like 2 little pregnancy tests to take home. I know it looks backwards on the screen. They didn't actually write it backwards, it's just because it films in reverse. They're like little dropper style ones you'd find at like the dollar store, which I thought was really funny to see. So I was fun with them. And then for the next little while, I'm on these. This is estrogen, and they come in the cutest little dials, and you can see those. And you just keep clicking it over each day, and it like pops out one little pill for you. So that's good. I'll answer your question in a second, but don't give me a sec. And then the other thing they have me on is these. And if anybody's ever been on them before, I lovingly call these the crazy lady vagina balls. They're suppositories, so you put them inside your vagina. I'm on 2 per day, or sorry, 2 of them at a time, 3 times a day. So far, I'm okay. But the last time I was on even half this dose, I was not okay. If they ever give you these, nobody gave me a warning the first time that all of my ability to make good decisions and not yell at my husband for just being my husband, nobody told me that. You could have told me the frickin' sky was blue, and I would have picked a fight with you. I was nuts on these. So far, so good. After the procedure, friends of ours we met here that live in the UK had their egg retrieval day and their subsequent 5-day embryo transfer the same day at the same time as we did. So we took a cab back to kind of our area. We went out for our lunch, had a pizza place. So good. It's like around the block from our apartment. So tasty. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. That's the last time we'll be at the clinic. We had a lot of fun with them, and they gave us like hugs as we left and wished us good luck and all that kind of fun jazz. So that was kind of cool. Give me a quick second. I'll get out of the bed that I've been sitting in. We're just kind of chilling out for the rest of the night. And all the lights off, we're basically like chilling out for the night now. Kind of shut things down a little early. If you want to see the little babies, look at them. Doo-doo. So the one right here, he kind of looks like he's got little bunny ears coming out the top. That was our excellent rated egg guy because he's already hatching. And then this guy is considered good quality. He's not quite hatching it, but he is, what do they call him? Compact Maruba? Not really sure there. So that's good. So I did put both of them back in. The last one, because the last time I talked to you guys, we had one that was moving really well and two that were kind of slow. One of them actually dropped off altogether. He was super poor quality, and they suggested not to even bother freezing him. So that's it. We had none left to freeze, so nothing to pay for today. And then we got our goodbye gift from the clinic. Sorry about all the lighting. Keep wandering back and forth in the kitchen. But they gave us this. And it's like a picture of the Prague Castle and the beautiful skyline that's in front of it, which is kind of awesome. It's kind of our like goodbye thing from the clinic. And I'm going to show you guys my good luck charms while we're in here too. I have a little bag of good luck charms. And different friends will recognize different things that are in this. Hold on, I gotta open it up. I don't usually take them out individually every day. I just kind of leave them in the kit and just kind of have them around. They came with us today. They were with my husband when my husband did his sample. So they couldn't come with me into the surgical room, obviously. So in this little bag, room wrapped up in paper towel because I asked my husband to pack them for me. Oh, hold on. So this first little one, we actually bought Machu Picchu, and he's called Papa something, and it's supposed to mean Papa the Earth, like Father of the Earth. But he's a little fertility statue, and if you look really close, he has little inappropriate parts on him. We did have the female statue to it as well, except I may or may not have. Pacha Papa. Thank you. My husband just texted me a text message from the other room with the answer. He's really helpful like that. For some reason, in answer to your question, I have no idea why the hormones aren't making me crazy this time. Even on a lower dose, I've been beyond nuts on these same medications. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like the antidepressants, and I just like, I'm okay, and I'm not crying and freaking out. I'm not really sure. But this is another one of my fertility statues. My girlfriend gave this to me, and she carried it with her to her IUI that was successful. So she already has one live baby that's floating around. He's 9 months, or I was gonna say 9 months, but he wasn't. He was like 9 pounds at birth. He was a big kid. But yeah, so he's a couple months old now, and I can't wait to go home and go see him. Get home in a few days. And then this was given to me by my cousin at my sister's wedding. And so my cousin is married to a Chinese guy, and her mother-in-law, so her Chinese mother-in-law, gave her this for Christmas one year. And it is or gave her one of these anyways. This is mine, but she has one that looks identical. And basically in Chinese culture, it's supposed to bring you luck, right? So you give them little envelopes with money in them. So there's money in here, like a little bit of a $20 bill in there, I think. And her mother-in-law gave her one that was very similar, because they also had infertility issues. And her mother-in-law gave her one with a family on it, just like I have on mine. And there was money, just like there is in mine. And her mother-in-law told her that she gave it to her for luck so that she could have her family. And that was the cycle that they conceived their son on. And they now have 2 children. So she gave me one of these, explained what it was for, and the 2 of us were bawling. And everybody was mad at her, thought that she made me angry. Because the 2 of us are just crying. But it's really sweet. From somebody else that like understands the infertility that you go through, that's when it starts to mean something, right? Like those people, like as much as the rest of my family has been really great about supporting me and supporting us on this journey and that kind of stuff, and attempting to be okay when I have my little crazy bits. People that have been through it kind of understand a little better, and I think it's because you have to be in these shoes, right? Like it's nothing against my family, it's never done it, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but it was really, really nice to get that. So those are my little good luck charms. They've been traveling around with all of us. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I have a little bit of sort of cramping, not really anything to like write home about though. We're gonna take it easy tonight. We had pizza for supper, and we're gonna kind of take it easy this evening and Oh, Jen. I don't know if you guys can see it. She says, no, I'm crying. I miss you. Say hi to the girls for me. Yeah, so it was really sweet, and it was one of those kind of moments. I have some pretty amazing friends that I've had along this journey, and some really amazing support for the last little while. So, it is really hard, right, Megan? Like, it just, sometimes you need some people that really get you, and this YouTube channel's been amazing because you can sit here and watch. I love these live updates because you guys can text me, and like I saw Bernice's comment just now, like it's really nice to be able to say hi to you and follow along with your journeys as well. And you know, I'm still sitting here kind of wondering if some of the online friends that I now have through this YouTube channel have gotten pregnant yet. So if you have, by the way, you know who you are, you should text me or message me over YouTube and let me know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's kind of all we have to report. We had two eggs we put them in today. No problems, no side effects, and nothing left to freeze. So this is kind of it. But apparently the clinic may end up, they want to post my YouTube or share my YouTube channel with other people that think about coming to the same clinic. So, yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm really glad you had somewhere to go, Megan. I'm glad you were here. I know when I first started having infertility issues, I turned to YouTube. And then, or when we thought we were having infertility issues, and as we were going through our testing and stuff. And then once all the testing was done and we confirmed that my ovaries don't ovulate by themselves, that's when I started this YouTube channel. I figured I took enough out, I should put a little back, right? Anyways, I'm starting to ramble. That might be part of the drugs. They make you a little bit super sentimental. But we have some ice cream. I'm going to chill out with my husband, eat a little bit. God, I love ice cream. I also want to try, they have like potatoes, but they curl into like super slim bits, but it's like all one potato, and then they deep fry it and flavor it. We're going out on a tour on Friday, hoping to get some. Yeah, so for today and tomorrow, we have no plans, so I probably won't be doing an update unless something changes, something does something different. And then Friday, we are going on a tour of Terrazin, which is the Jewish ghetto that's right outside of town. So it should be a pretty emotional day just by itself. Like, it's a pretty awful thing to have done to people. It's a pretty emotional place to stand. Like, Saxon and husband was that way, and I wasn't on any of these medications, so we'll see how it goes. I might cry. We'll just tell people I'm pregnant. That's what I do, by the way. Anytime I'm like super crying over stupid stuff and people are kind of looking at me like I'm ridiculous, I'm just like, we're 8 weeks pregnant or something like that. Just because people get pregnancy way more than they get infertility. So yeah, if I don't feel like answering questions, by the way, when I'm crying, that's exactly what I tell people. And then Saturday we're actually going to get on a train. We're going to go to Krakow, which is where Auschwitz is. And we're doing a tour of Auschwitz on Saturday. My husband is a huge history fan, especially military history. And really honestly, it's one of those places where you kind of just need to go stand and realize what people can do to one another given the right set of circumstances, and really taking from the fact that we need to avoid those circumstances. You know, I mean, World War II didn't, or Hitler's reign, anyways, never started with things like Auschwitz. It ended there. So you kind of have to go and study how it started and make sure it never happens again. So we're going to go do that. And then we're hoping to take the train from Krakow all the way back through into Germany, because my husband really wants to see Dresden, for a day or two, and then we'll come back here, and then the next day we turn around and fly back to Canada. So it's going to be a busy last couple of days, most of it on a train where I can kind of take it easy, and the tours are all walking tours, so you're not, and then you get on a bus there and back, so it's not wild and crazy. You're not like running down the road trying to catch a train or do anything ridiculous. So I'm just going to kind of take it easy for the last couple of days that we're here. I'll update you guys if there's anything like new and wild and interesting to go on to. I have seen your comments, by the way. I just haven't had a chance to write back to everybody. There was 2, Tina. Yeah, one was excellent quality, one was good quality, and the third one kind of fell off the map, so we had nothing left to freeze. So that's kind of it. But yeah, I'll kind of let you guys know what's going on and that kind of thing as we carry on. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye.